Hey guys, I'm Holly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm kicking off a video where I'm going to cover a few days in my life. It is a Tuesday currently, so we're going to go through pretty much a standard work week, and that always looks a little bit different, but I'll be walking you through a few different things. Also, I want to use this video to just catch up with you guys and bring some of my personal life back into the channel. First thing I want to cover is where I'm at in my running training, my own personal running training, because I love to coach you guys and give you ideas, and I love to work with my clients, but for me personally, I needed to kind of map out what the next 2 years honestly are going to look like for my run planning. And it comes down to the fact that I did that 100-mile race at the end of 2020, but it wasn't the official Javelina 100 that I signed up for, and that's because they changed so many rules to match the COVID restrictions. So basically there was like masks at aid stations, you were only allowed to have a certain number of spectators, so only a certain number of people could come watch. I think the pacing situation was different too. You might have only gotten one pacer versus two, a few different things. And then really on top of all of that, my mom was really sick at the time, and I just felt like the right thing to do was go run my race from my parents' house in Virginia. So that's exactly what I did. I'll link the video here if you guys haven't seen that recap. Now, I deferred from that year to 2023. So I know that I have my next 100-mile race, as far as I know, in October of 2023. So that's a long ways out, but because I didn't race at all in 2021, which was kind of a commitment to myself, just wanted to let it be an easier year of just working out how I wanted to, when I wanted to, without having that kind of looming training plan over me. And that was great. But now I want to start building back up into the longer distances. So I thought a great way to get back into the racing headspace and physically get myself back into this mode of really, really long race days was to find something challenging on an incline front. So not jumping right into crazy, crazy distance, at least relative to what I've done, but something that I knew was going to be a lot of climbing and just a lot of like mental grit in a really beautiful place to make sure that I really had extra motivation to get through it. So I actually heard through a friend of a friend about a new race coming to Mammoth, California. It's the Mammoth Ultras, I think they're calling it, but they're doing their first trail races up in Mammoth officially, kind of like a trail festival. So they're going to do a 50K, a 26K, and then I think it's like a hill, just a short hill run up to the peak on the final day of that weekend, but it's in September. I heard about it and I was like, I think this is going to be the right thing for me. It's going to be really, really hard. 50K, I've done several of those before, so the distance I'm not worried about, but it is going to be up starting around 8,000-9,000 feet. The peak is 11 something and it climbs over 8,000 feet. So this is going to be really intense, but the cutoff times are very generous with this one. It's the first year of this race, and Mammoth is absolutely stunning, and in September, I can't imagine it's gonna be anything short of perfect. So I'm really excited. I signed up this week, and now we get started on the training. And so I'm so excited because I'm gonna be walking you guys through on this channel all my training steps and kind of vlogging my way through and sharing my plan. All right, so we're caught up a little bit now, and we're gonna get moving on this day. I'm gonna get my things together, and then we are headed to Brentwood. I'm gonna go see a physical therapist today who I actually met through the channel, through this channel. He saw one of my videos and realized we have very similar athletes that we work with. He's also a fan of Kelly Starrett, who, if you guys don't know who that is, he started the Ready State, and he's a huge, huge name in CrossFit and changing the game for keeping athletes injury-free and really extra mobile through all their strength training. So Kelly's actually a friend of mine back from San Francisco, and anyway, this physical therapist reached out, and turns out his office is right next to my CrossFit gym. So I'm gonna go meet with him, and it's actually for myself because my kneecap has been giving me trouble for like 6 weeks now. It feels like I bruised it. I'll show you guys, like basically just right here. I bruised it, or it feels like I hit it on something, but it hasn't changed at all. No bruise actually showed up, and it actually hurts and gets aggravated when I squat and lunge. So I'm gonna have him take a look at it. Something's gotta be really tight because I don't remember any specific traumatic event to it, but I'm hopefully gonna be able to film a little bit inside there just to have you guys hear from him, like what he has to say about the injury. And I thought that might be valuable to bring you guys along for that. After that, I'm gonna go straight across the street to my gym and I'm gonna do a workout with my friend. We're gonna make our own today just in the open gym time. And that is the plan for the next few hours. I wanted to show you guys also, a brand reached out about potentially working together and I wanted to show you guys the product. I just tried it for the first time. So it's called the Amino Co. I think you can see that. This is their pre-workout formula, but it's an amino acids supplement, and I did a lot of research on it because you guys know I would never tell you about anything or say anything about trying a product unless I had tried it. So I just am trying it for the first day today. I'm going to keep you guys posted on it. They're not paying me or anything like that. I'm just giving this product a try. But I read a lot of really good articles about what they're doing and the scientists that help put this together and what it was created for. So essentially it was originally like designed to keep astronauts, from what I understand, maintaining their muscle up at space. So you guys know I always talk about how I keep muscle on while running and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be a great thing to try at least for a couple of weeks and report back to you guys on. So I had just one sip just now, but it's so good. You just do a scoop of it in water or smoothie or whatever, like 30 minutes before you work out. And I'm not a pre-workout person, but there's hardly any caffeine. So I will report back in a few weeks to let you guys know how it is. But anyway, we're off to the PT. All right, guys, so we're at Be Ready PT in Brentwood, and I am with Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
And he just helped me with a knee problem I'm having for the last 6 weeks, and Chris works with all different athletes. You can kind of tell them what you do.
Yeah, so Be Ready Performance Therapy, we have 2 locations, one in Nashville as well as here in Brentwood. We're attached to CrossFit Trivium here in Brentwood. Our primary mission is, look, we want to help folks who are active continue to be active, right? And so when injuries get in the way, the first thing that comes to people's mind is like, well, I should just rest or take time off. And ultimately, like, this is exactly what I gave you today, right? Was like, hey, I want to be active, I want to load things up, and I want to find the root cause of someone's problem so that you can not only be out of pain now, but long-term you can move confidently and not feel like you have to take a bunch of time out of the gym or from running or any other number of things. So
yeah, exactly. So this is their space. He kind of looked at everything with me, and then we went through exercises, which I'll actually show you guys right here on the board.
Chicken scratch.
And now I'm going to work on those for a couple weeks and then keep him in the loop. And the best part about both of our philosophies is just to keep moving, like not one of those things where you just blindly say, rest for 6 weeks and like we hope it's better and that kind of thing. So you know, any of you guys watching running problems or issues you're having, just drop a comment below. I can send you more info on him.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Guys, I'm back in the car now. Just finished the workout. So we did 21, 15, 9 calories on the ski erg and 9, 7, 5 alternating dumbbell snatches. So those were interspersed, and the dumbbell snatches were with a 50-pound dumbbell. Then once you finish all that, you wait till the 10-minute mark from when you started all that. At 10 minutes, you do 45 calories in a row on the ski erg into 15 alternating dumbbell snatches with the dumbbell. And then the second part was running and power cleans. You'll see in this footage here, we did 200-meter run, 8 power cleans, 200-meter run, 8 power cleans, 200-meter run. Then you rest for the same amount of time it took you to do that round, and you go through that 3 times. So we just did I go, you go. So while I rested, she went, and then vice versa, and then we just kept going. And that was the workout, and I'm really tired and also happy with how PT went. right, guys, so I just made dinner and I did whole wheat pasta with a bunch of raw kale. I just massaged it in olive oil, squeezed lemon over it. I did steamed zucchini and then lean ground beef. And I literally just mixed it up together in this bowl. And I'll show you, I talked about this in another video, but a way to get so many extra, or like to fill yourself up way more, is just extra vegetables. Like this is a huge bowl of food and most of it is veggies. There's really not that much pasta in here and not a ton of the meat either. So it's mostly zucchini and kale as the base. So let me just show you. Here it is, and it's so good, and I just love having the like lemon in there as well for massaging the kale. And then the other thing I really like about this is I have a mix of both steamed and then raw vegetables in there. This I know will just fill me up, especially with all the fiber from that, but this is just a great way to feel like you're eating more than you actually are. And I'll have a big glass of water with this. Sometimes I'll do electrolytes since I was working out earlier and we sweat so much because it's so humid today. But I think tonight I'll just do water. So I'm gonna have dinner and I think I probably won't see you guys till tomorrow, but who knows. Good morning from me and my crazy hair. It's Wednesday now. It's just after 6:04, and my client is coming to my building so I can train her in my gym downstairs. And she's always running a little bit late. She has a really like crazy stressful job, so her days are just kind of big blurs. But anyway, so I'm gonna go down there and train her. Just made some coffee and then I'll be back up. All right, guys, it's like 2:15, 2:20 now. Been a few hours since I last saw you, but I'm getting ready now for my next client, which is gonna be on Zoom. And as I do throw some makeup on, I'll just catch up with you guys a little bit and explain what I did all day so far. After that client I had at 6, I came back up and made some breakfast. I just did today those gluten-free waffles I love, the Vans brand, and then I put avocado, some scrambled eggs, and then a little bit of the Yellowbird Sriracha hot sauce on there. And then I did a ton of client programming. So that takes me honestly a long time each week to write out my individual plans for everyone. I'm actually working with a lot of you guys who found me through YouTube online now. So I write you guys individual run plans. And some of you that are local in Nashville, I run with once a week and then also write those other workouts for you. So we kind of, my general template is 3 workouts a week. So hills, tempo, and long run. And then if I am running with you in person, I'll usually do hills or tempo with you, and then you handle the other 2 runs yourself. If we're working online entirely, you'll do all 3 yourself, and then once a month we'll meet for like accountability calls. We go through how everything's working and we make adjustments if we need to. But today my client that I have next at 2:30 is actually in the UK. He's awesome and found me through YouTube, and we do strength sessions online. So he had a bunch of strength equipment at his house, although I do a lot of strength workouts where I don't really use anything, but he had stuff at his house. So we incorporate that, and then he is just gearing up for a sprint triathlon this summer. So we're getting him ready for that, just doing a lot of single leg work, getting the heart rate up and stuff like that. And then I just chat with him as well on there about how running's going, cycling, swimming. And then sometimes we get into the nutrition side too. I'm not a registered dietitian by any means, but I can make good suggestions about how to center eating and hydration and stuff around workouts for like more optimal performance. So that's what's going on with me. My head is kind of scrambled from writing all those workouts. I just wrote like 5 different people's plans for next week and scheduled them to send on Sunday morning. So I feel ahead of that, but my brain is always like, sometimes I'm not feeling that creative. And if that's the case, I have to start slow and then kind of build from there. And then a lot of times I'll end up going back and readjusting some things just to make it, you know, I don't know. I definitely don't like things to get monotonous for anyone. And that's a big thing I pride myself on as a trainer, is just not repeating workouts. It's so easy to get in a cycle or get lazy, especially if you're training a lot of people. And for me, I really think it keeps people more excited about training if they don't really know what's coming, but at the same time feel like they're being pushed almost like in a secret way, like they don't want to know it's getting harder. but then suddenly they're doing more things. And actually I experienced that this morning. My 6 a.m. client, she's getting married in, I think, 2 months. And I'm just watching her really, really push it to new limits, which is exciting for me because she's a stressful job. And I feel like I was mentioning this morning, I feel like that can get in the way sometimes of the progress, but she's really been getting her mind in a good space to push. So I think that's awesome. But just rambling, just getting some makeup on right here. I know it's not a big deal, and I'm a trainer, so it doesn't really matter, but I want to look presentable-ish. And with the Zoom sessions, I record them and then send them to the client after so that they can have them to use on their own. And I don't want footage of me looking like shit up on the internet forever. So anyway, I'm going to just finish getting ready now and train him, and then I'll check back in later. Alright, just got done with Pilates. It is just after 5 now. And I always want to get like footage inside the studio in the class, but it's so small in there that it's just like, it's a whole thing. And then I have to explain having a channel and stuff, but we will get there. Anyway, class was really hard, and it was like, I think I've described to you guys before, but it's Legree method Pilates. So everything is spring loaded. You're on like a sort of a reformer, and you never take breaks. So you're just moving from one body part to the next. Everything's really slow. So you'd be doing like a lunge that's like 4 seconds out, 4 seconds in against resistance. And you switch like all right leg exercises. Then you'll do like all left oblique exercises, switch legs, switch obliques, tons of center core. And then there's like a whole upper body arms situation as well. So it's 50 minutes long, and you actually get the heart rate up quite a bit, but it's not like super spiked, but it's steadily, like for me, it's steadily above 100 pretty much the whole time. So anyway, now I'm gonna go on a walk with my friend, and it finally stopped raining. I'll show you that. Anyway, so we're gonna go walk. There's this 3-mile loop that I love around a golf course, and we're gonna do that because it is not winter and there's still sunlight. Hey guys, I didn't think I would talk to you again tonight, but I figured I would check in. It is 8:30 now. I had dinner and just showered and stuff and like took it easy, and then my friends were all gonna like hang out at one of their apartments, and I wasn't gonna go, but I've decided I want to be around these people. They're really good friends of mine and I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm gonna go. I am bringing a bottle of wine so I don't show up empty-handed. This is the Cassone from Trader Joe's. If you've never tried it, it's awesome. It's like $11 or $12 or something. It's an Italian red, which I'm really into, and it's good. So we may or may not drink that, but I'm gonna head over there for like an hour or so and then come back to my place and get some sleep finally. Happy Thursday. I just got changed for my first workout of the day. I have a Pilates class. I'm in Lulu leggings, the Wonder Unders, just sandals because I'm going to be barefoot for the class, and then this Noble tank top, and then a Lulu, I forget what this, energy bra underneath. Yeah. Don't mind how good my hair looks. Anyway, I'm going to run off to this class right now and then come back after and then get some work done, and I will lead you guys through the rest of today. It's going to be actually a crazy one work-wise. I don't really end things until like 8 tonight. right, another Pilates class in the books. That class was really hard. I say that every time, but these teachers, every single one knows how to design a really challenging class, which is so nice that you can depend on that. Now I'm going to go do some work and edit a video at home. And I also wanted to just say, since I said I'd give feedback on that pre-workout I started taking this week, it makes my mind feel really clear and I feel really driven during my workout without the like crazy jolt of caffeine feeling. So it doesn't feel like I'm like high on anything. It makes me feel clear, but then also I feel like it might be making me sweat a little bit more. Like I sweat during those Pilates classes, but not in the way I do like CrossFit. I was like dripping today. So it could be a variety of things, time of the month, like all that stuff. But anyway, I'll report back obviously after more time using it, but I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Alright guys, got my video edited and posted, which is great. I will show it to you right now because it will be up by the time that you're watching this, obviously. Oop, this is a nice little freeze frame of my face, but I titled this one, Thinking of Skipping Your Workout, 3-minute pep talk for when you're unmotivated. And I filmed this video because I know that we're all human and we all have days where we don't have the energy or motivation to work out or do a whole bunch of hard things in a row. It might be the end of your week when you're watching this, end of your day, whatever. And sometimes we just talk ourselves out of it. We're just like, I don't have it in me today. Totally fine, that happens. But I wanted to give you guys something to go to when you're in those moments to really truly decide, is this the day that I need to skip? You know, we all have training plans or we don't, or we sign up for a class, we'll get charged if we don't go, all that stuff. And sometimes we forget how strong we are. So I talk about that, you know, really, really succinctly in this video. Just a couple things to consider, remembering you have a lot more in the tank than you think you do. And when your mind's kind of shutting down, sometimes we have to outsource that motivation. So I love doing little videos like that. And so that's what I posted here. It's literally 3.5 minutes long. Click it whenever you need, you know, just need that little boost. And hopefully it helps you. It actually helped me even editing to remind myself, like I was really tired today. And I'm like, you know what? I have a lot more in the tank than I think I do. So anyways, guys, that is the video that's up now and you should go watch it. All right, guys, I'm in the car. This is just one of the experiences of working for yourself and going to clients all over the place. All right, second workout outfit of the day. I am in my Speed Goat 4s by Hoka. You guys know I love these. I'm in Lulu leggings again. These are the All the Right Places crop. This is an Athleta long sleeve shirt. It's kind of loose. I forget the style. I can look it up, but it's thin and breathable, but does keep me warm enough. I might throw something over this. And then my Oakleys. I've had these, gosh, for like, I don't know, 8 to 10 years probably. I got them when me, my dad, and sister went and hiked Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the continental U.S. So this is the outfit I'm going to do today for my tempo run with a client, my second to last one of the day. And we are going to this park that's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from my apartment. And we're going to do, she's more in the beginner realm of things. So we're going to be doing just kind of like slow, medium, fast speeds, getting her gears in check. That's kind of what I do in the first few weeks of working with someone. And yeah, biggest thing is I'm just going to see how she's been feeling since the last time we ran together. Okay, got home, showered, ate really quick, and now I'm logging on for my last session of the day. It's a Zoom client who I've worked with for a really long time now, from San Francisco when I lived there, and now we work online. So I'm going to train her for the next hour. Super easy. She just likes to stay strong, maintain strength, and then we work on a little bit of pain she's having, kind of like sciatic area. So belly button and the top of the hip bone here. And then laying it down. And then, yeah, onto Those elbows at first and then down to the head. Yeah, perfect. Good. And then what's probably going to happen is your left glute might feel like it's still clenched a little bit from those last 2 exercises, so just try to release that completely. All right, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Oh, long day. It is 8 o'clock now. We are obviously done, you just saw, and yeah, that was actually nice, and I got to get a little stretch mobility of my own at the end there. So I'm gonna wind down for the evening, and I think I'm gonna close this video out tomorrow morning with fresh Friday morning perspective. I will see you guys there. All right, guys, happy Friday. It is finally the end of the week. I'm so excited. It's been a busy week, but it's been fulfilling, and honestly, emotionally, I felt really good this week, which is nice. I just got home from therapy. I go once a week, and it started as kind of like a grief processing for my mom's passing, and now we talk about all kinds of things, which is really nice, but got a coffee on the way home. I went to Barista Parlor, which is a chain here in Nashville. Like, they have multiple locations. I love it, but it is so expensive. Like, if I tip the barista, it's $10 for this tiny latte, and I'm just like, I can't do that anymore. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. If you do go there in Nashville, just like prepare yourself. Anyway, I wanted to leave you guys with a couple thoughts before I wrap this vlog, because I think it's nice to just kind of reflect. I'm always in a nice headspace on Friday mornings because there's the prospect of the weekend, but I also have a nice time to reflect. And I just wanted to tell you guys that, you know, it's so interesting how much life ebbs and flows, and like you might be really high on a Monday and really low on a Tuesday kind of thing. And I've gone through that. I'm working through, you know, all kinds of stuff. We all are, but I think that it's important to remember, just like I say when I talk about race training in the middle of a run and when things get tough, never ever get too high or too low. It's my dad always says, but just remember it's always going to change. So however it feels right now, it's going to change. I'm a really good example of that. Last week was really shitty, and like I feel like I've had a great week this week. So just keep that in mind and acknowledge everything that's happening, and not to get too deep, but it's like it's happening for a reason. You have to work through those feelings. And a really good strategy I've been using lately is called thought blocking. And if you know that you have this one habitual pattern of going to like a really negative place about some subject in your life every time you think about work or every time you think about your relationship or whatever, and you feel you know, you get in this cycle of just like, oh, it sucks, nothing's ever going to get better. Tell yourself, okay, every day this week when that comes up, I'm blocking that and I'm moving on. I'm going to shift thoughts, or I'm just going to do something that distracts me. Really helpful, especially if you're not getting anywhere with those thoughts. So just thought I'd pass that on because it's really worked for me. Anytime I get anxious about the future or anything, I just go to that and I'm like, okay, I'm not getting into that headspace this week because it's not productive. I'm not getting anywhere, and I have to trust myself that I'm going to get where I need to be in the future with everything, career, family, relationship, all that stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. It was kind of a random hodgepodge. I'm really excited for my 50K. I'm actually wearing my Mammoth sweatshirt right now. You can see it. So that's in September, and I'm gonna be leading you guys through all my getting ready videos, vlogs of training, telling you all the stuff I'm gonna be doing to get prepared for altitude when I'm not at altitude and all of that stuff. And I'm just excited to be signed up for another race. Let me know what you guys wanna see on this channel. This videos are for you, and I'm excited to make more of them. So just drop that in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, or tell a friend about the channel. And lastly, remember, I am available for online training if any of you around the world want to do that. So shoot me an email, anything. I have everything linked down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
It won't go away. I've got that feeling rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my